So welcome to God's Power Line today, where everyday life meets the life-changing power of God's Word. And before we dive into our topic, maybe I can just talk to my colleague a bit here. I'd love to ask you, when you hear the word worship, what comes to mind?
Worship. What comes to my mind?
Kisikia worship. When you imagine musician, when you imagine church, when you imagine...
You first imagine of being in the presence of God. Like being where people are really serving and singing. Yes, that is what is hitting my mind.
That is what is hitting your mind. And to you, our viewer, when you hear the word worship, what comes to mind? Maybe you can share with us in the comment section.
Yeah.
And maybe, have you realized, you see, in church, sometimes of course kuna kuanga na ile moments hakuna stima. So nyinyi kama church mmezoea instruments, mmezoea band, mmezoea microphone, drums. Yani hiyo ndio inafanya church ibambe. Ati church kuna bamba mbaya.
Yeah.
Kumbe ni instruments na nini zinafanya watu wapate hiyo side. Na huwa wana dance sana na kuworship wakati ziko.
Yeah.
Which si mbaya, siwa zinasaidia.
It's okay.
Inaleta
yeah.
Inaleta
momentum.
na energy, na psych. But so she notice the same church bila hizo tuseme hakuna steam or something imehappen. Kuimba sasa without na our own voices, hakuna microphones. Tatizo
na kwa shida bala.
Unadhani mbona? Ni ati tumejizoesha hali fulani ama kitu fulani sana hadi wakati hiyo kitu haiko. Tunasema hapa church haijabamba leo.
No, ni kujoyride tu. Majoyride kwa machine. Sasa machine ina amplify sauti. And then so wimbi, but the fact remains that you are even supposed to sing louder, even without those machines. But I think ni too much dependency. Tuna depend sana kwa hizo machines, so unapata like leo hata church hakuna machine, keyboard imeharibika sasa. Sasa hata keyboardist anajitoa sasa hapa. Mimi ndio kitu like ni bamba hapa, so kama hakuna ni ngumu kidogo, hakuna light itakuwa tricky. So but we just have to get used to singing even without those instruments, because Mungu ametubariki. That's why God has blessed us with kinywa, our mouth, so that we can sing, our tongue. So hatufai kuimba through, but let's use our voices to praise and sing for God.
And to sikuwe over dependent.
Yes. Sio vibaya kutumia, but sikuwe vile unasema over dependence.
Kuna time itafika sasa mtafanya aje na mjajizoesha without.
That's true.
Sindio? Yeah. And then another thing is that, something really amazes me. You see, the Bible talks about God is looking for the worshippers, who will worship him in truth and in spirit, okay? Even before we get back to that, when we worship God, is it all about what we feel at the very moment that makes us want to worship him? Is it about the feeling, or what is it about?
Worshiping God.
When we talk about worshiping God, is it because I'm feeling like this, that is why I'm going to worship God? If ni kama unapata how will people worship God when things are going well, but when things are not going okay, they don't. So is it that they are basing their worship on feelings? Yani juna feel hivi, I can worship, I can praise.
That is another thing. You don't have to do things because of your feeling. Not only even worshiping God. Ati leo najisikia tu niko poa, so acha leo niende ni donate pesa mahali. And then siku ingine yenye maybe hauko, like you feel like maybe you are off, then unapita hapo, maybe that is the time they need you even the most, alafu unawalenga, but si ati hauna. You have it. Either you have a skill you can help people with, but because you're feeling you are out of mood and like bana pia na nyingi tegemeni, but sikuko kwa mood. And this happens even ukienda hata to some offices. Time boss yako na furaha, anakuja kwa office sema leo guys tunatoka saa 7, leo ni Friday, saa 7 kila mtu nyumbani. And na leo mtu akifanya kazi overtime analipwa leo hii na pia kutakuwa na ka discount because yeye anafeel ako fit, ako kwa mood. Waache siku sasa boss yuko kwa mood, hiyo siku unakuja unapata like hata anakuuliza mbona sasa umekuja kama wewe ni mrefu. Like why are you short today? So I think serving God depending on our moods, on our feelings, is not good because the moment nitakuwa like maybe I'm off my mood, maybe something happened and maybe a tragedy in our lives and something like that, sita worship because my mood ama my feeling zimeenda down. But sasa saida ati sasa ndio mimi niko na feel niko poa ndio ni worship is not good. So yeah.
So our mood and feelings, what you're trying to say, mood and feelings should not be because your mood should not determine the kind of worship that you're going to give God.
Yes, true.
It won't dictate whether yes or no you're going to worship the Lord.
Yes.
Because I think in most cases that is what happens.
Not hata hivyo tu. Even there was some church, if you try to attend, utaona like if you listen to people, me I like listening more than talking unless I'm being quiet to talk. So ukisikiza watu mtu anasema mimi hata na nyaki simama akienda kuimba mimi feel vibaya, feeling roho yangu imechafuka, hata sionangi church ikiisha. Now you see huyu mtu, some people their moods, feelings are changed by someone else just praising. You don't know why this person is praising, why this person is like feeling like worshiping God. So na wewe to like I don't like this person. No. Yeah, but we need to change on that actually.
Yeah. You know, we were being told one day, you know, the people who come to church, you know, they cannot just come to church like that. It's God who orders their steps to go there.
Yeah, true.
So everybody who has come into the doors of church, God has brought them there.
Yeah.
Who are we then to say you don't deserve to be here? Ati nakumbuka what you did.
Yes.
You don't deserve to be here. It's not in our place to do that because I think unafanya nini hapa?
Yes. Well, you know, it just reminded me of another guy alikutana na, but you know things do happen in life. So I think another guy was just preaching in a matatu. And kumbe in this matatu a friend is there. And it happens that this friend who is in a matatu, I think alikuwa amepitwa na kausingizi kidogo. So ile time anasikia mtu anahubiri kwa hii gari. Na akisikiza sauti, so I know that voice. He voice. I know this voice. And it happens kwamba these two were in a club the night before together. So huyu ni kama wakausingiza. So anajaribu kwa nini? So trying to look and it's like where? See, so when nani and the other person is like where mimi sikujui. You know, so it's like Newton, wacha kudanganya watu. It's like where me I don't know you. And to people like don't listen to that person, he's a drunk person. But this person I just called you with your name. Newton, stop lying to people, you know. So you say there are people who are different. So kuna wale like wengine watajitokezea tu pale maybe worshiping to get something or praising God to get something, but behind the bar, behind the scene, behind the curtains, a lot is happening. So kuna vitu kama hizo.
I understand, you know, but it's not in our position to judge.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe if possible, find somebody who can point out that what they are doing. Maybe somebody of higher authority, like a pastor.
Yeah.
If they are willing to listen. But ultimately, for me, I normally say, even if nobody is perfect.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I just cut you a little bit, and because I may forget this, but mimi pia najua, and then in the few past days, I won't mention maybe, but we've seen some events that have been happening in church. Unaona like huyu mtu amelala kwa club, ameenda, the behaviors are really demoralizing. Yes, we are not in the capacity to judge. But leo umekuja ukaongeleshwa. Because one thing I believe, me personally, I respect the altar so much that I can't just stand on the altar anyhowly. Like hii ni place, like anointed place, you know. This is a chosen place that you have to be there or go there when you are purified yourself and you prayed. So this person leo amekuja ameoniwa, akaambiwa the things you are doing, you're not supposed to do such things and still come and lead people. You see, you don't have to do this and you lead worship. You don't have to do this and intercede for people. So such thing happening severally and not one time, not two times, and continuously. So even if we are not in the capacity to judge, you are in this church, yes, you are not supposed to judge. But this person is also, you warned me not once, not twice, not thrice. But you see my events, ni kitu hata wewe mwenyewe ukiona, si mara ya kwanza at least umekuongelesha. Watu wamekuongelesha. But and then still coming to the pulpit, the same person, wewe ambaye umetoka nyumbani, uko nyumba, umejitakasa, umeomba and such like things. You are here waiting for God. And we know God cannot dwell where there is a lot of confused spirits, where there is uncleanness, that is. So, si ati tunasema kwamba now that huyu mtu ni mchafu ama mimi ni mchafu sana, ama the other party is so dirty in spirit, but the events can clearly tell, because kuna vitu zingine inaweza, because this person has been once, twice, and such like things. So, how are these congregants or these people going to be blessed? Na tunajua where there is uncleanness, God is not there.
I understand. Maybe the people who are talking to these people, it's not enough to just talk to them. Let them step down from those positions and give them time. Let them not be on the altar. Just give them time to just recollect themselves and really get the clear picture of what they are doing.
Yes.
And what it's going to lead to if they continue in the same way. So just talk to them. Don't tell them at saa toka hii church. Just tell them to step down from those positions wisely and continue. Sijui tutaweka in a probation period, wakuwe observed and everything, wakuwe somebody is like keeping tag of what they are doing and everything. I think that should be a way, you know. Because maybe this person really has the gift.
True.
But it's just this small that is just making him or her
backslide.
Of which maybe if with time or something they can just
they can be better.
They can be better and change and also use their story to help other people going through the same.
Right.
So there's room for everyone in God's house.
And everyone deserves a second chance.
Of course.
Maybe we also invite our viewer to this to tell us what do they think about what we're talking about. If we have to give a second chance to other people, and also maybe if we should do so, and the right way, maybe we can go about it.
We are taking a break, but we'll be back in a short while.
The Powerline Radio, a flash of her.
So welcome back. We'll be diving now into our verse, coming from the book of John, chapter 4, verse 23. And it says, "But the time is coming and is already here, when, by the power of God's Spirit, people will worship the Father as He really is, offering Him the true worship that He wants." Other versions say that a time is coming when the true worshippers will worship God in truth and in spirit. And you see, when we talk about worshiping God in truth and in spirit, what does that mean to you? Like, how can we worship God in truth and in spirit?
It is worshiping God holy, not like ile tunasema worship God vinusu, you know?
Feelings, about feelings.
Not about feelings, not about when you are in like happy mood. It is something you decided. Ni ile tu sasa, I think kwa watu wanakwanga wameamua now, we need to walk this journey together. You are wife and husband. you don't have to be like, leo sijui uko huku, kesho uko huku. That you stick and build your relationship, grow and grow stronger. So when it comes to worshiping God, like you worship, like you will never worship again, because I don't think we will have another time to worship again here on earth. And when we have this time, it is the only thing we use this time to mwabudu Mungu vizuri, and then hiyo vitu ingine tuweke kando. So I think it is giving the whole of you, like accepting to be used as a vessel. Usijivute wakisema kanisa hivi wewe unasema nyi pia imetuzoea. No. Yes.
That's well said. Also, maybe to our viewers watching us, and you're a worship minister. When you worship, when you're leading people into worship, what is the motive behind what you're doing? Is it for the applause? Is it for people to know, this person has that kind of voice, unajua? But what is your motive as a worship minister? And what is your desire, if you're one? As you minister, what is your desire for the people who are you're leading into worship? You can share your thoughts on the same. Maybe just to add on my colleague, I think for me, worshiping God in truth and in spirit will mean, okay, so what is truth? The Bible talks about that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Then also another part in the book of John says that the word became flesh and dwelt among men. This word is Jesus. And Jesus, we can change that part where they put Jesus, we can say also the word is the way, the truth, and the life, because it's still the same, Jesus. So for me, worshiping God in truth will mean worshiping Him based on the word, based on who He is, based on what we've been able to learn about Him through the word. Because this word speaks of Him, then we are able to know more about Him through the word. Worshiping Him in spirit for me would mean, you see, God is spirit. If we are to worship Him, if we are to worship Him in spirit, it will mean we also have to be in the spirit. Because only spirit and spirit can be able to connect. Spirit and flesh, they cannot. So for me, worshiping in truth and in spirit will mean in line with His word. And it's no longer even about you. It's no longer about the flesh, no longer about you, but your focus totally, completely is on God. And maybe that is what we should try to emulate every day. Not even, every day, because even our lives, we should live a life that is able to be emulated by other people, And even in our worship, worship is not only singing. We can worship God in many other ways. But even as we do that, let it be in truth and in spirit. I think that's what I can share. Any final thoughts?
No, you've said it very wonderful.
So maybe if you have any more thoughts, kindly put it on our comment section. We'll be here to just see and help one another grow and build one another. And we've come to the end of it. It's our prayer that you've really been blessed by these sessions and that we'll continue encouraging one another. So this has been God's Power Line today, where everyday life meets the life-changing power of God's Word. So thank you for watching, and God bless.